Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on the video. I know it's been a couple weeks since I made my last video. That's just because I've been kind of busy with life and plus I was also waiting for this update to come out as well as the new Incarnons to follow this weekend. So anyway, we're going to be reviewing the Gunsen. I'm pretty excited about this. If you keep up to date with my community tab on my channel, I was telling you, I've been excited for this Prime weapon to come out for a long time. I was pretty shocked when they revealed it for Wisp. So, uh, we'll review the weapon today, and then I'll be reviewing WispPrime and the Fullman shortly after this video goes up. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, let's get into the video. I first kind of want to show off what the base stats look like without any mods, kind of what's changed. So it's got a decent attack speed. Unfortunately, the Riven deposition has dropped significantly. It went all the way down to a 1, which I was pretty upset about. However, it does have a very nice 324 slash, which, if you know Warframe, you know slash is king in this game. So there it is. That these are the base stats for the weapon. Even also has a respectable zero point 0.7 follow through. So pretty nice, especially if you plan on using it for Kalervo, which you'll kind of see in the gameplay here and shortly. But yeah, here are the stats. Let's talk about the build. So as you see here, I actually do have two builds to show you guys. One is a heavy attack, one is a basic attack build. The basic attack build is this. Now I do have a Riven on it. It is status chance, crit chance, and melee damage. However, unfortunately, like I said, because it is a 1 Riven depth, these stats pretty much got cut by down to a third of what it was with the non-prime version. So keep that in mind if you do have a Riven for this weapon. But 77 crit chance. Now I am, like I said, running Sacrificial Steel and a Riven and Blood Rush, and you still can't hit red crits with the basic attack. You have to do heavy attacks in order to reach red crit numbers. Pretty much of a killer for me, honestly. But moving on, we've got a critical multiplier of a 5, pretty standard, and then 86 status. So pretty decent, especially since it's mainly slash. So obviously I went with viral here. You'll see in the gameplay too that I do kind of incorporate some heavy attacks, not just with Kalervo. Obviously, I want to show what it looks like realistically with just a generic frame. And then for the heavy attack, I decided not to include the Riven, and instead I put Buzzkill, since it's just heavy attacks, giving me almost 1500 slash, which is pretty awesome. So this is the basic slash build. Some Prime Fury, just in case if you don't have Kalervo out. He is pretty new, so if you don't have him yet, you could still build it up. Even though you have Corrupt Charge, the more combo multiplier you have, the higher those slash tick numbers will be. So let's talk about the gameplay. So how does it perform? Well, as you probably know, blade fans aren't exactly the best type of weapon. Now I'm using Volt just to kind of speed up the testing here. Otherwise, you might want to build at some attack speed. But on a generic frame who isn't like Saren or Kalervo, who buffs, your crit chance and things like that, this is kind of how it's going to behave against SteelPath super high armored enemies. Okay. Not too shabby. 12 times. There's the heavy attack with a non-heavy attack build. At 12 times, you are reaching red crits only on the heavy attack, though. Like I said, the Riven deposition is pretty low, so it makes reaching red crits pretty much impossible with this weapon, even at 12 times. As you see here, the weapon is not amazing, which I think a lot of people speculated would probably be the case. But I mean, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but this might be the very first Blade fan Prime weapon we've ever received. So it's not a whole lot to compare it to. But as you see there, it's got some decent slash ticks. And keep in mind too, these are the toughest enemies in the game. They are paused. Slash is king in Warframe at the moment. But this is kind of how it's performing on its own with a basic attack build centered around just doing your regular combos. And again, I'm using this one uh, just because I like the look of it. I like how the auto attacks are very, very quick. It's not bad at 12 times. You know, they're gonna bleed out after a couple of auto attacks, but I just wanted to get this review out so people know, like, hey, what should I prioritize this weekend when I'm farming for my relics? I would probably stick to the Fulman. And you might have noticed too that they got a UI change going with this recent update. It gives a lot of the numbers kind of a mobile game feel, and I speculate that it could be because come TennoCon they're gonna make Warframe Mobile go live shortly after. But you know, you see slash ticks, you know, 50,000 plus. Just kind of depends on what combo multiplier you're at. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. I think it's okay, depending on what frame you're using, right? So that was that build. Again, that was with a Riven, but we take the slash build on its own here with some initial combo, all prioritized into the heavy attacks. So we can take a look to see, you know, how does that perform comparatively. And I would say that it is, in my opinion, not very good. The slash ticks are only 200k, which in my opinion are pretty low for a slash-based weapon. It can't even one-shot when we have plenty of other melee weapons that can one-shot at 12 times. It just kind of feels like you're wasting time. Whereas at least with the other one, it felt like you were actually, you know, doing decent damage by doing this. There we go. Okay. So, you know, about 500k. It's all right. If we were to use like a frame like Calervo, for example, let's see how that does. Yeah, we'll take this out. We'll take that out. We'll put Buzzkill in. Yeah. And how about Prime Fury? Why not? Right? And then we'll go ahead and use Calervo. We'll see how he does. About 100k, not bad. Now keep in mind with his skills, you're going to be seeing your combo multiplier go up passively with his 4. So we'll activate his 4. As you can see, right? All those damage numbers kind of popping up. Kind of weird, right? So we'll hit him. I didn't even see the damage. 500, okay. We're used to that number. Yeah, I didn't even one-shot that guy. Then again, I wasn't at the full combo. But yeah, I just don't really like the heavy attack build with this thing. It just doesn't seem like the damage is worth it. It's not very good. Because I can kill him much quicker by just hitting his 3 after that, you know? 300. So yeah, I mean, that's the Gunsen Prime. Nothing spectacular. Kind of an average weapon, honestly. You know, especially since they just released a new melee weapon with this update, a new shield and mace. So I'm definitely gonna want to review that. But that's the review. The weapon is kind of mid. It's nothing spectacular. I think it when it comes to melee damage, I think it's respectable. I'm not sure what the MR requirement for the weapon is. I'll have to leave a comment down below on the video and let you guys know. But that's the review. Thank you for clicking on the video. Stay tuned for the Fullman and a WispPrime video shortly after. And then, of course, this weekend I will be reviewing the new Incarnon weapons dropping as well. Be sure to also leave a comment on the video. Tell me what you thought about the video. Tell me what you thought about the weapon. I really appreciate you guys checking in again, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.